didn't think it took. To go to war. What do you gotta do? Just split people up, you know? Just split them up. If you can get people hateful toward one another enough, then you can put a bullet in their hands and they'll take it in. 314. This is one of those numbers, 314, that I started seeing everywhere. I was supposed to play that in the lottery today. It meant something. I was also supposed to take out the Bible and take John 3:14. I think that's the right one. I might be wrong. But it's the snake handler. So you could look at the date or you could look at the verse. What's it gonna be? Handling a snake might not make my day any better. I'm used to that. Gordie Howe, second player in NHL history to score 500 career goals. 1932. Can that be possible? 1962. These things don't work at all. And so I have these days. I have these numbers. 23 was a big one for me, and I watched the movie 23 just to see if it was going to share anything with me about which direction I'm supposed to be going in, and then it turned out it was a totally different idea. I'm watching that guy, Putin. He's turning people against people. He's just throwing names out there, and people, you know, that's the funny thing, isn't it? All you gotta do is throw a name out there and see who picks it up. And if it's not enough to get you a vote to succeed, then you throw a different name out there. And eventually, those people that picked one name that they fucking hated, they start bouncing around to the other things that were thrown out that were lower, that they didn't give a shit about at all, and they put it together. They put it together. You think Putin's doing that? And that poor guy's doing that? He talks about the color of the blood in your veins being red, white, and blue. I don't think that's very scientific. And he sits there and he acts like, and any of us that have ever read Behold a Pale Horse, we know. He's the clown. He's the clown. And he came right at the perfect time. He is the clown. And he's even playing it without getting paid. He loves the job of the clown so much. And he thinks that he's on a one-on-one basis with somebody, mano a mano, you know. But he's just looking at what that guy's doing and saying the same shit. And that guy doesn't care about him. That guy is one of these people that knows that he's the clown. And so they're not on a similar basis. Nowhere near similar. That poor guy is a minion of Putin's. That poor guy makes Putin believe that the whole world's behind him, because that poor guy is such a jackass that he tells him whatever he wants to hear. And he tells him whatever he wants to hear. And it's like, not a single one of them has spoken the truth in conversation, I'm sure. Well, probably that poor guy, but when you think of his idea of the truth, then you realize that he's still not telling the truth. And now we've got this. We got Putin over here. We got that poor guy over here. That poor guy wants to be so much like Putin. Wouldn't they just love to fuck each other in the ass and push the button at the same time and kill all of us? Wouldn't they? Wouldn't they fucking love it? They don't have much time left themselves. Why should anybody else have any time? And so here, I'm going to say it. We do face a nuclear war because we've allowed it. They say with absolute power comes absolute corruption. And it's falling apart, man. You know, it is the second law of thermodynamics applied to a social situation. It's like everything comes apart at the center. And here, we've been holding this. It's all falling apart. I'm going to be the first one to say, we're facing a nuclear war. Did I do that? That's my Steve Urkel impression. And the thing is, it is beautiful. Everybody lives and everybody dies, but we're still here. Why? Because we were built for speed. Mommy's waiting for us. Phew. Take it, baby. And not every form of life will be killed on the planet, because we've still got tube worms in the sea that came from Mars. But if the Hindu, the fucking, all this Zen shit and Tibetan monk stuff, if it's about karma and we're coming back up, I could go to sleep peacefully as the fucking shit waved through us, knowing that I was gonna get a chance to fucking be somebody entirely different.